Hey Spuds, it's Jamie.
And Shaba.
Hope you're well. How's it going? Is everybody good? Are you good?
Yeah,
well,
good.
Shaba
You
has
good?
a bit of a cold, but
It's alright.
we're doing good.
Just look through my blocked nose.
Look through it.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Listen through it. Listen past the nasal. Oh no. Before we begin, just want to say that this video is sponsored by the amazing T2, which is a tea brand that are making a difference.
We visited one of their beautiful stores this spring. We met with a wonderful colleague called Yiva, where we learned so much about tea. I didn't know there was that much to learn.
And we've been working with them throughout the year to learn and speak about how they're trying to make the world a better place through 4 pillars.
Thought you held up the wrong number there.
I do
Four
that.
pillars.
I do that so much so, and it's mostly 4 or 5.
One of those pillars is purpose, promoting how all of their teas are very, very different. And so are we as people, and how tea can be used to foster and promote those conversations around diversity and inclusion. And that is what we're doing for you today.
Yeah! In case you hadn't noticed, Shaba and I are an interracial couple.
Really?
Shaba's family is from Mauritius and mine is from Scotland, and we've learned a lot from each other and about each other's cultures just by being together and talking about it.
I honestly find it so fun.
Yeah.
So, whilst we have this conversation about how being Mauritian and Scottish is different, that sounds so bizarre, like of course they're going to be different. I'm very interested to see how this conversation is going to go.
Yeah, me too.
I love these kind of chats. Why don't we choose a tea and drink on?
Oh. Which one do you want?
So Jade Mountain here, oh no, I've messed up the line now. Jade Mountain is like a personal favourite of Jamie's because it tastes like Ferrero Rocher. You want to try something different?
I definitely want to try something different.
I love the apple crumble.
See, I feel like because of the topic of this video, maybe Scott's breakfast, but then I don't want it to be all about my culture.
Yeah. How about white cocoa?
No, I know what you're gonna say.
This
is like the marble cake for our engagement party.
It just seems like a great fusion.
Well, do you know what? I've been wanting to try this one.
Yes.
A euphoric blend of white tea, cocoa pieces and coconut is a match made in heaven, just like us.
Deliciously creamy and serenely sweet, finishing with a coconut twist.
Our little bamboo T2 scoop.
This is another one of their pillars. This spoon is made, I was going to knock it on your head, but actually it's quite hard.
Oh!
It's made entirely out of bamboo resin, and T2 are, well, if you've seen Jamie's latest Instagram post, here you go. Very, very environmentally conscious. It's awesome. That is something
Oh, that smells good.
It does, right?
And here's the water that we prepared earlier.
Here's one.
Well, it's still the right temperature, but yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, so we need 2 of these.
Spoon for me and spoon for you.
Also, I feel like this teapot is like one of my favourite things about T2.
It's very clever.
It's amazing, and you're going to see just why in a minute.
One of their other pillars is product. We're going through these all too soon. This was not expected. Seriously, it's product. And fun fact, every time that T2 open a new store in a new country, they make a new tea for it.
Yes.
How cool is that? So whilst we wait for this to brew, it's a funny word that, isn't it? Brew.
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 Should we start our conversations?
Yes.
Ooh, where do we begin? Well, I guess, do you like being in an interracial relationship?
It's an interesting question. It's not something I really think about regularly. Okay, there's several things that like really made me realise, and that's like your family's cultures and learning the different things about just like different traditions your family have that are quite heavily based in the culture that you've been brought up in, and also people judging you because you're not white, and it's like, what?
That's interesting. So you don't really think about us being in an interracial relationship very much. It's only like when those things happen.
Yeah, it's only when like specific things come up. It's not all the time.
That's really interesting because I feel like I think about it all the time.
Do you?
Well, like every time we take a photo, like we have to adjust lighting a certain way.
Oh, okay.
And like,
yeah, I get. Yeah, but that's because you're more into like making sure the photo's perfect.
Well, maybe. But also, I notice interracial couples straight away all the time. I'm just
yeah.
Like I find it really cool.
Yeah.
And
okay, I noticed that too.
I mean, like, if we're in shops and something, I'll be very aware of the fact that I'm brown. Especially because the place that we live is, like, not hugely diverse. That was, are you aware? The question was, do you like? Which is
do I like?
thing.
Oh, sorry. I answered a different question.
That's alright.
Do I like? Yeah, I do. It's maybe not something I think about all the time, but when things come up and like I get to learn about your family's culture and things like that, I love it. I think it's great. I think it's greatly broadened my view on life.
I completely agree, and I also like it for that exact same reason. Like, I didn't think that there was much to learn. Like that might sound a bit.
A white person.
That sounds terrible, doesn't it? But no, there's actually so many traditions and values and stuff that I didn't think about. That being one of them, like Rabbi Burns night and your parents' emphasis on bonfire night. It's cool.
Sunday roast dinner.
Yeah. Tea.
Yeah, my parents are obsessed with their tea, but then your family also has an emphasis on tea, but in a different way.
Yeah.
So like My family will just drink a lot of cups
like,
of very British tea.
And they sound like all
yeah,
excited.
and then like little biscuits and chocolate and stuff. Whereas your family, it's like if you go to Mauritius and you visit
It's
family,
like an expectation. It's like
you get like a cup of tea.
Tea.
Your mum makes a tea. Like
Desert
at
tea.
family events, yeah, and it's a different type of tea, but it's still tea.
Speaking of tea, is that ready?
Yes.
Alright.
That's definitely ready. Yeah.
You ready?
Are you ready for this magic?
This honestly blows my mind. I think it's so cool.
Ready?
It's good. It's very cool. I'm a big fan.
Why have I got more than you?
Oh,
Ta-da!
I can smell the coconut. Why don't we pop this on this way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It served its purpose.
Did you ever expect to be in an interracial relationship? You know, like when you're little and like you can think of like who your partner is or what they look like.
I don't think I ever really had expectations of a partner. I'm just trying to think back. Like, it was never like I had a specific type in mind.
Okay.
Ever. I didn't see...
Skinny, tall, blonde. Like,
No. I
none
didn't
of that
see
stuff.
this happening, but I didn't see it not happening.
Huh.
What about you?
Well, like, I never thought I'd be with a trans person.
Yes.
That definitely took me by surprise. But I always thought I would be interracial, because from a very young age, like, my mum's always been like,
Right.
you're only gonna marry, like, a brown Mauritian, same culture, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. But, like, she's definitely calmed down about that
she's
stuff
mellowed
now.
so much, yeah.
Since then. But I always knew that I didn't really like the men. That sounds so mean, but, like, I didn't share the same mentality as the men in my family and culture.
Yeah.
So I always saw myself being with a Western, probably British person.
Yeah, that's
Does that
really
make sense?
interesting. Yeah.
Didn't think Scottish though. Not
I
that
mean-
think you can like predict it down to the bone.
No, I think that's a little bit too specific.
I'm going to be with someone from Glasgow. No.
I guess that leads on to like another question in terms of, do you think there's been any problems we've faced from outside the relationship? So like other people's judgments? Because I definitely think...
I think other
Yes.
people's judgments are the root of many problems. to
Yeah,
be
but
honest.
specifically to us being an interracial couple.
Yeah, I mean the biggest one's probably from our own families. Do you know
Well,
what I mean?
yeah.
Well, not
Yeah.
your family per se, but my family. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how much you guys watching this would have followed the rest of our journey, but we speak very openly about the fact that my family were very not happy, my mum's side at least, with
Yeah.
us being together.
But then outside of family, I think people stare.
Yeah.
Like, I've noticed people staring a few times, and people think that it isn't going to work because of cultural
Loads
differences.
of people don't. Like,
Yeah.
especially outside immediate family. They're like,
Yeah.
ooh, that's a bit bizarre. Family, but not immediate family.
Yeah.
Are always like,
Here comes the cat. Hello.
you want some tea-pie? Smell it. What do you think? Ooh, you're not having any.
But yeah, people outside immediate family definitely are like,
Yeah.
it's not going to work.
when two, and I do agree, like when two people come together, it's not just the two people coming together, it's the family that
families.
come together
Yeah.
too. And if there is a sharing of common values and experiences through culture, then that can help because there's like a mutual understanding that's already there to build upon.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
then also it's great to learn.
Yeah.
Another thing I think people judge is like, how are you going to raise your kids? Like, are you going to
Oh
raise
my
them in
goodness,
this
yes.
culture or that culture? Is somebody going to like convert religions and things like that? Like, there's a lot of people have questions, and I think there's no doubting that some interracial couples find it difficult to navigate certain things, but then so do many couples who are the same race.
Yeah,
like
with other
it's just
issues like interests or,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like, no, I do not want my child to be a rock climber. That's a terrible
Rock
example.
climber.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I will say though, like, I do think that I used to share that mentality too. Back when I actually disliked my own culture as well. Because I was like, I saw culture as being black and white. Like, it's one or the other.
okay.
And I used to really hate being Asian and being brown and my name and anything associated to being different to like the traditional Brit, whatever that looks like, especially in today's day and age. But it was actually after meeting you and like when I was going through my little phase of self-discovery that I was like, actually it's very cool because you can choose the best of both worlds, in the words of Hannah Montana. No, seriously though, like I can choose the bits that I love about mine and the bits that I love about yours and where we live.
And we can incorporate that into our joint lives and with our kids.
And I love
future
that our kids are going to be like this cute little cocktail of...
Yeah, the cat nearly fell off.
right, Chloe? Of, cultures. Any other challenges you can think of?
Not off the top of my head, but sometimes I think it's difficult for us to differentiate between some challenges and judgments for being interracial and some challenges and judgments because I'm
Of the
trans.
minorities,
Yeah.
LGBT stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Fun fact. It's gonna sound planted, but it's really not.
You're so full of fun facts.
I really wanted to bring in the final pillar because we've been speaking about the pillars. The fourth pillar of T2 is people, and they make a huge effort to mention that they really are inclusive of all different minorities and diversities.
Gender identity, sexual orientation, everything.
Sure.
Yeah.
Interrace.
Yeah.
Religion. It's very cool. It's just really nice to see. Like, they're a very good brand. What about challenges inside?
Inside our relationship?
Yeah.
I think we definitely had more challenges in the beginning of our relationship, navigating the differences in culture and stuff. But one that still stands to this day and will probably never be rid of.
Oh no.
Spicy food. I cannot handle heat at all in food, and you can, and your family can, and they enjoy it. There's a lot of heat in a lot of the dishes, and you're like, not that one, it's really spicy. Not that one. Or you can have a little bit of this one. Or have some yogurt with that one. You're looking out for me, but I still feel like I want to
carry your own little emergency yogurt pot.
Or mayonnaise. I just really want to be able to enjoy everything, and I can't. You got any?
Just on the food thing, it was just funny. I remember when I used to live with your parents in the very early days of our relationship, and they'd be like, oh, we're making curry. I'd be like, oh, cool. I wasn't disappointed, but it wasn't curry.
Yeah.
I was just I think I mentioned it at one point.
Chicken in hot sauce.
It was just
but not even hot, chicken in sauce.
In a spicy sauce, in a flavoursome sauce. I think away from food, were there any challenges, just us? Probably there was a difference in values, particularly early on.
Yeah.
Our family, and I can't extrapolate this for all Asians, but it is something that I've seen perhaps as a stereotype. We hold huge family emphasis.
Yeah.
Not to say at all that you guys don't value family, but just the expectation to go to all of the events.
There was a huge amount of you are expected to be here. If you're invited to something, you must show up.
Yeah.
Whereas my family, it's a lot more oh, we'd love to see you, but if you can't make it, it's okay. Yeah, it's a lot more casual.
And they don't do as many dues.
Yeah.
And you only Christmas, for example. I don't know, I feel like your parents would be fine if we didn't attend the whole day and wanted to spend it with some friends. Whereas if I did that in my family, they'd be like, what?
Yeah. It was both of us learning that each other's family had different expectations now on us as a couple, after your mum was accepting and stuff, realising that there was a lot more expectation to show up to things.
It's okay to attend some stuff, but also it's okay to say no sometimes.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a challenge. Okay, so instead of just challenges, how are we different? In not necessarily a bad way.
You have long hair.
Colour, that's one that I'll accept that's physical, that's because we're interracial.
Okay, you can handle spice.
You can handle haggis.
No, I can't. I can't even handle haggis. Sorry, camera stopped recording. Shah was talking too much. Okay. No, but serious ones. I don't know, is this a serious one? But timekeeping.
Oh, God.
I'm not trying to say it's a blanket cultural thing, although you've expressed
really
it is in Mauritius.
And it's not just for Asians, not for just Mauritians. No, but we are very late.
Yeah, and my family's very much my dad's a 10-minute early kind of guy, and my mum's a dot on time, so I turned out to be a 5-minute early kind of guy. And then I meet you, and you're an hour late to everything
kind of person. Is it really an hour? When we say an hour?
You've gotten better since we've been together, but it used to be.
I want to say 15 to half an hour. 15 minutes to half an hour. After the time, depending on traffic.
No comment.
I'm really trying. Honestly, I'm trying not to. But especially to my family stuff, they'd never expect you to. For our wedding, we're genuinely considering
sending invites out with early times for your family. Yeah.
That's how it is. Isn't the Asian time zone is a thing. We've spoken as well about different lifestyle stuff. You used to date. Your family were very okay with that kind of thing. Going out with friends, having a social life outside the family. Whereas us, I guess that links also into family size being a difference.
Yeah.
Because I have so many cousins and aunts and uncles who, and we've talked about this too.
Yeah, the family tree. It's not with mine, it's all based on formal family. So your aunt is your parents' sister, whereas your aunt is just
any brown woman who's
of the same generation
qualifies.
And because of that, you have, and also just because you have a bigger family, you have a huge family, whereas my family is very small. To be fair, my family is particularly small, just generally.
Jamie's family portrait is basically brothers, dog, parents.
Brother, parents.
Two of you, two brothers.
Oh yeah, two brothers,
parents,
okay.
a dog.
I was like, I only have one brother.
So, like, for you, socialising happens with a lot of family friends, you know, like
Yes.
friends that you've made, friends that your parents have made.
Yeah.
Whereas for us, family is friends. Like, the friends that we're expected to have, especially when you're younger, are those who you are related to.
Yeah.
In the form of cousins. And I say cousins because they're not cousins in actual family
yeah.
tree cousin sense. Anything else that you can think of? Language?
Oh, yeah, because you're bilingual.
I was going to say so are you, but
No,
not really.
I
Gibberish,
can, I
maybe?
can.
I'm kidding.
I have a reasonable grasp of the English language.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, don't know a second language, which makes me feel really lazy. But you were brought up learning English and Creole.
Creole, Russian Creole, yeah. Which is kind of like French, but broken. It's actually called broken French. I'm
Yeah.
not being mean. It's funny because, like, whenever we go to my family events, my nan in particular will just slip into it.
Yeah.
And Jamie will look at me and I'll be like, what? What are you? And then I'm like, oh yeah, you don't understand.
Yeah.
So then I'll have to translate. There are times as well where I'll, like, not know English words for things, but you've picked them up. So, like, when I don't know English words for things, you'll be able to translate for me, so you must be learning some.
A little bit.
Yeah, I'll be like, what's the English word for Danya?
Coriander.
Hey. So that's how we're different. How are we similar? Like, in spite of our interracial.
I thought you were going to hit me with that.
Interracialness.
I think at the core of it, we do have the same values in terms of
I agree.
we both are very family orientated.
Mm.
Just the expectations from our families are a bit different.
There's really not that much, is there? Why are we together?
No, I'd say we're interested in similar things, but it's difficult to think of ways we're like similar in spite of being from different cultures because like there
I
are
feel
definitely.
like we both appreciate pizza. No, I know that sounds trivial. Always, my head did a train of thought there.
Okay.
We both appreciate a lot of things that are the same, but not from either of our cultures. Food, TV, cats.
He's cute. Look at him.
You're right, you little weirdo. Ambitions.
Yeah, we're
Like
both ambitious.
career prospects as well.
I think we're also both very open to embracing and learning about different cultures.
Yeah,
Which is why I
and
think
new
we
things
can
in
work.
general.
Yeah.
Not that I'm very good at it. I was thinking like rock climbing there too, but. So, finally, I guess, if you could change and go back in time, if I was the exact same person, or if you were the exact same person, would you change things so that we were the same culture?
No.
No?
No, absolutely not.
You wouldn't?
No, I would
Ooh.
not change it.
I was feeling a little more hesitant than you. I'm also coming to the conclusion that I wouldn't want to, but you have to admit, it would have made things a lot easier in the beginning.
It would have.
If we were the
but
same.
it would be impossible for you to be the same person if you'd been from a different culture. And I know what you're saying, like, imagine if I was in a hypothetical situation, but you wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Like, it's impossible.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't want you to be any different. So I wouldn't want anything about
Alright, you're making it sound like I'm the only one that's going to change. What have you changed?
But I'd be different as well.
Yeah, you're right. No, I love the fact that we're different. For all of the hiccups that we've had, I think it's made us better people.
And a stronger couple.
For sure.
Yes.
That was so cheesy. I also feel though, like, there's always new things to learn.
Yeah.
Because, like, culture is something so much greater than one person. I'm always finding new things, speaking to different people that you know.
Yeah.
Speaking or going to different events and, like, hearing different stories from, like, background and stuff. I'm like, So, that's it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Are you guys in an interracial relationship? Do let us know. I'd be very interested to hear if you, like, agree with what we say or if you experience anything different or have a different mindset on it.
Yeah, for sure. Leave a comment down below.
Yeah.
And also, down below in the description box, we're going to leave a link to the lovely T2 if you do want to go learn more and check them out.
Sorry, I was committed. And also, if you want to find out how you can get free tea every single week, head over to Jamie's Instagram and check out his new post.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's very cool.
A final massive thank you to T2 for sponsoring this video and just being all round awesome. And a massive thank you to you guys for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video.
Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to this wonderful Jamie who makes videos every Wednesday and Sunday.
Well done.
Very good.
Also, go check out Shalva's channel. I will leave a link to that in the description box below as well. And that's everything. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Much love. Bye.
Bye.